And what do you think of many modern day recordings, which are like almost completely digital and everything's triggered and you can't even tell what's played and what's programmed?
Well, there's different techniques that are good for different types of music. You know, if you listen to like Slipknot, I think they sound good triggered, and where everything is very powerful and clean and very quantized. I think, you know, for a band like Slipknot, or just using them as an example, but a lot of modern metal bands, I think the drums sound very powerful like that. I don't think they would sound right with a really acoustic, organic sound. But then on the other hand, you have, you know, bands like, I don't know, Muse or Radiohead or whatever. They wouldn't sound good with big processed drums. I think, you know, some of those bands sound better with a real organic sound. Same can be said for Dream Theater. Not just, the same could be said for me. I think I've had different approaches for different projects. I think with Dream Theater, my drums sound good when they're big and processed, and even if you need to trigger the kick or something to make them very smooth and even, I think that works. But I think when I work with something like Transatlantic, I want it to be a little bit more organic, a little bit more old school. So I think there's something to be said for both ways, both approaches. It depends on, you know, what kind of music you're doing.
Okay. And which record got the best drum sound for you?
Of mine or of other people?
Of other people, but in your opinion.
Once again, it depends what you're going for, but like, for instance, with the new Dream Theater album, some of the records that I would pull up to reference for like a great bass drum sound or great just overall drum sound would be the heavier stuff. Like, you know, I mentioned the new Slipknot. I think the drums sound great on that. The new Trivium, the drums sound great on that. The new Lamb of God. So, I mean, I think that some of the heavier bands have some of the best, you know, big drum sounds. But that's only for Dream Theater. Like I just said, if I was doing a Transatlantic album, I would probably be referencing something more old, like the Beatles or Pink Floyd or Yes.